Here's the rewritten version in simple English. A surprising moment happened when a talk show host went too far with Melania Trump. What followed shocked everyone. The camera showed a live audience in Los Angeles, full of energy. The brightly lit set belonged to a popular primetime talk show. Viewers at home expected the usual mix of humor and sharp political jokes. The host, Alex Brooks, was known for asking tough questions. Sitting confidently with a polished smile, he began, "Tonight, we have a very special guest, someone you'd never expect to see here." The audience murmured in curiosity. Then, as if planned for maximum surprise, Melania Trump walked out from backstage. She wore a sleek ivory suit and stood with elegance and strength. The audience gasped, shocked by her unexpected appearance. Here's the rewritten version in simple English. As Melania Trump walked onto the stage, some people in the audience clapped hesitantly, while others exchanged confused looks. Even Alex, the host, seemed surprised for a moment, but he quickly covered it up with his usual smirk. Melania walked to the guest chair with calm confidence. "Thank you for having me," she said, her soft accent clear and deliberate. The audience's reaction was a mix of curiosity and doubt, setting the stage for what would become a night to remember. The interview started as expected, with Alex using his usual charm. He leaned back in his chair, crossed one leg over the other, and gave Melania a polite smile. "So, Melania, it's been quite a journey since your time in the White House. What's life like now?" Melania looked at him without hesitation. "Life is peaceful," she said calmly. "I focus on my family, my projects, and helping children through my initiatives." Alex nodded, but there was a spark of mischief in his eyes. It was clear he had something else in mind, and the real drama was about to begin. Here's the rewritten version in simple English. Alex wasn't there to have an easy conversation, and everyone in the audience knew it. Still, Melania's calm and confident attitude seemed to throw him off, even if only for a moment. The crowd listened closely as she talked about her work after leaving the White House, including helping underprivileged children and raising awareness about mental health. "Interesting," Alex said after a brief pause. "But let's be honest. Many people have criticized you for staying silent on controversial issues during your time as First Lady. How do you respond to that?" The room went silent, waiting to see how she would handle the tough question. Melania stayed calm, her hands resting gently on her lap. "I believe actions speak louder than words," she said. "It's easy to talk, but it's harder to make a real difference. I focus on what I can do, not on what others expect me to say." The mood in the room shifted slightly. Alex leaned in, sensing there was more to uncover. Here's the rewritten version in simple English. Alex leaned forward, his expression sharper now. It was clear he was about to push harder. The air grew tense when he brought up a topic no one expected her to address. With a smirk, Alex tapped his pen on the armrest. "Actions speak louder than words, an interesting idea. But don't you think there are moments when words are needed, especially when so much is at stake?" His tone had changed, now carrying a sharper edge, as if testing how far he could go. Melania tilted her head slightly, her expression calm and unreadable. "I believe everyone has their role. My role was to support my husband and our country in my own way." Alex raised an eyebrow. "And supporting him meant staying silent, even when his actions or words caused division?" A few gasps came from the audience. The question wasn't just bold, it was risky. Alex leaned back in his chair, crossing his arms, clearly waiting for her response. Here's the rewritten version in simple English. The audience waited, buzzing, with anticipation, as the tension in the room grew thick. But Melania didn't react defensively. Instead, she allowed the silence to stretch, her gaze steady and calm. "Division has always existed," she said finally, her voice as steady as ever. "It's easy to blame one person, But that doesn't solve the problem. I choose to focus on unity, not blame. The audience murmured in response, and Alex looked briefly surprised. He quickly recovered, though. Fair point, he said. But speaking of unity, there are rumors, controversies, things people want to hear from you directly. For example, your marriage. The room erupted with gasps, and the air felt heavy as Alex shifted to deeply personal territory. Melania's expression remained calm, but there was a flicker in her eyes, a spark that suggested she had been expecting this. What happened next would turn the conversation into something no one could have predicted. Here's the rewritten version in simple English. No one could have expected what happened next. Alex leaned in closer, his voice quieter, making the moment feel both personal and intense. Let's address the elephant in the room, Melania, he said. Many have questioned your choices, your silence during some of the most chaotic times in recent history, and even your relationship with the former president. Are you here to set the record straight? The audience was on the edge of their seats, some whispering excitedly. This was the moment they had been waiting for, a confrontation that promised drama. Alex's smirk widened, confident he was about to corner her. But Melania didn't react the way he expected. Instead, she sat up straighter, her expression calm but commanding. I am here to speak for myself, she said firmly, her accent sharper now. Not for rumors or stories created by people who do not know me. Alex started to respond, but Melania wasn't about to let him interrupt. Her voice grew stronger, cutting through the air like a sharp blade. Everyone has opinions, she said, her words clear and strong. But opinions are not facts.